virtual urban family. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you're watching. I am going to be making a pound cake. Should I say me and Princeton are going to be making a pound cake. One of my favorite cakes ever. I normally pay for them, but I found out that I should just figure out how to make one myself. So here we go. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you make one of your own following this video, hey, let us know how it turns out. Here we go. Then every other recipe I saw called for a standing mixer. I don't have a standing mixer yet because I'm not much of a baker, but we'll see how this goes. And I might be getting one. So yeah, let's mix this stuff up. And it says to start kind of low and gradually turn the speed up. This is about how it should look. Just real creamy. All right, so that's that. And so then the next thing that it said to add was your sugar. And it said to add the sugar one by one. So my son is gonna be a helper. If you see another hand come in, that's my boy. All right, because like I said, most of the recipes used a standing mixer. So the mixer was going while the people were pouring the ingredients in. We don't have a stand mixer, so I'm gonna be the stand mixer, and then he's gonna pour the other stuff in. But before I do that, I think it's important that we spoon all this that's like along the sides there, that we like bring that down. We wanna bring that down. You don't wanna keep that on the side of the bowl because it's your ingredients and you need it. And you don't want to not include it. So just scrape everything down to the middle like so. I have 3 cups of sugar, and you'll see him add all 3 cups one by one while I'm still stirring. And you just want to pour it in just gradually, okay, Chica? Go ahead and pour it in there. Pour the other one in right away. And then work this one in. Now you can go ahead and get the other one going. Go ahead and drop it. See how creamy that's getting?
Like 2 eyes.
It does.
That looks like a monkey, guys.
Kind of looks like a Santa like hat, or
it looks like a monkey.
All right, so 4-ounce bottle, and it's the store brand Kroger, was $20. $20. But all the recipes I saw said do not use imitation. It will give your cake a different taste. So guess who spent $20 on vanilla extract? And I'm cheap. Vanilla extract. I'm gonna pour that in there.
Fill it up.
Fill it up to the tippity top.
And pour it on some googly eyes.
And I'm just going to drop that thing in there.
It looks brownish.
Some of the recipes said not to add it until the end. Some of them said to add it at this very point right here so that you can make sure that you mix it in to every bite of your cake. So I'm gonna...
You did the Santa look again?
All right. Now the next step calls for the eggs.
The 6 eggs.
And the flour. 6 eggs, 3 cups of flour.
3 cups.
And I have to open the eggs. Mr. Blue Arm is going to be stirring the batter because the batter should be going while the eggs are being added. So he's going to put this up on, there are 5 speeds. We're going to put it on 2. That's And he's gonna go around slowly. And I'm gonna add the egg into a bowl, one by one. I know somebody's wondering, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. One of the recipes I watched talked about how you never want to like get eggshell in your mixture. So she was like, I know that I crack the eggs and sometimes get a shell in there, which I know that sometimes I do it too. So she suggested that you crack your egg in a bowl or a saucer or whatever, and make sure there's no eggshell in there before you pour it in there, versus just cracking your eggs right into your mixture, maybe getting a shell in there. So that's just like a precautionary measure. And yeah, it was a good idea. So the mixture is looking kind of like jiggly, runny, and that's not what we want, but this is perfect for how it's supposed to look right now.
Because we still haven't put the flour in.
We have to add the flour. I got one smart cookie around me, y'all. My son is the bomb. So we got... Let me get this all... Go ahead and pour that in there. Then let me get this all mixed up. Whoa, we don't want to do that. All right, I just want to stop a second and point out how much thicker it's getting. It's a little runny still, but not as much. And we need to scrape again from the sides and get all the mixture down at the bottom, because when you're mixing, it tends to
fly up.
Draw the mixture up on the sides of your bowl. Speaking of your bowl, this makes a pretty big amount of cake batter. So don't do this, don't do this with a small bowl. You need to make sure you have a very large bowl, because it's gonna make a very large amount of cake batter.
What was this for?
One of the recipes I saw said to add it, but I decided not to follow that recipe. I'm actually going to spoon it back into the container. Alright guys, that's your cake. All in a nutshell, that's your cake. We did not tell you how we prepared the cake pan, so let's do that. You want to grab the cake pan? I'll set this over here out the way. You can grab the cake pan. And here we go. Voila. It's nothing special. Sunny Boy took some shortening, which is just basically Crisco shortening. Says it's great for baking, so that's why I chose that one. And we used a little flour. He took the shortening. He went all around the pan with the shortening. He did not forget the bottom, and he did not forget the cone-shaped middle. Then we took some flour and we put it in here. And you got it all. And kind of just like rolled this thing around. Made it do a dance. And got the flour all over the plate. Cake does not stick to the pan. When it's the end of baking time and you want it to come out, you want it to come out easily. You don't want to be like trying to scrape and struggle and pieces stuck to the side. So that's the reason you do the shortening and the flour. And we're just
make
gonna
sure we get
pour
everything out of the
and turn. Pour and turn. Pour and turn. You're baking and you're cooking, you gotta take your time. You gotta do things not in a rush, and you gotta do it with love, because that comes out in every taste, in every bite, and we want it to be very, very good. So we're not rushing. It's not a race. It's all about making sure it's done right. And that's just about everything in life, guys. In school, in your career, you're not rushing. You're doing things in your time and in God's time. And you're getting it done right instead of how the kids like to lick the bowl. So they be trying to make sure they leave too much in the bowl so that they can have some more to lick on. So I'm going to go on and get what he thought he was going to leave in this bowl to lick on, y'all. Because we didn't make this batter to be licked on. We made it to be ate on. So we going to bake it.
And ate it.
We're going to bake it and eat it, y'all. We from the Midwest, if y'all wonder where we from talking like that. We from the Midwest. Omaha, Nebraska, the O&E.
I just poured all of the batter into the cake pan. It was kind of lumpy, so I basically just took my little spatula thing and smoothing it. One of the recipes I saw, they took a little sugar and they sprinkled it so that the top would have like a crunchy, almost glaze kind of to it. So I'm gonna do the same because I love that part of
the cheesecake that has that little crunch to it. I mean, you guys, y'all can obviously tell I love cheesecake too, but we're not talking about cheesecake. We're talking about a pound cake, baby. So I love that part of the pound cake, the little crunch.
I'm just going to spoon some into my hand, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle. Sprinkle. Hey, sprinkle. Hey, sprinkle. Hey, sprinkle. All right, moved our oven rack down. I just moved it down so that there is not very high on the top. We're gonna take this thing and we're gonna set this thing right. We're gonna take Son's phone and we're gonna set his timer to 1 hour. Let's say 1 hour and 5 minutes. And go. We'll be back when the timer goes off.
The 1 hour and 5 minutes is over. Icy drink to go with
We're
your
not
cake.
making no.
We not.
Be back as soon as the timer goes away. Whoa. It was coming out in the oven a little bit, so we put it in this pan. So never mind this pan. You don't have to do that step or anything. But we took it out the oven. We laid some towels out on the counter because you don't want to let it cool on the stove. You want it to cool in a cool place. So lay out some towels on the counter so it doesn't burn your countertop. A knife, butter knife.
Plastic knife, butter.
Let's shut this.
Yeah,
And
still at the bottom of
just go along the edge. Just to make sure that when you flip it, it doesn't stick to the pan. Really don't even have to do this step, but this is just like a little insurance, basically. Flip it. There we go. Boom. Look at the bottom, how it came out in the bottom. And we take this plate, because this is the bottom of the cake. It looks scrumptious. And do one more flip, y'all. Bam. And then bam. Look at that. Pound cake.
And it should be sweet.
Y'all literally don't know how proud I am of this here cake. I could just scream. It looks and turned out so good. Might I add, me and my husband took the first bite when it got done, and it's everything. All right, y'all. Cake turned out perfect. This is after warm or cooling all night long. It's nice to have that perfect crunch when you bite into the top layer. It's perfect. Add my coffee. Do my creamer. Sit back and relax. You cannot tell me that cake is not fire.
He's dead? Yes.
It's fire. I did a good job. Okay, y'all heard it. Straight from my daughter's mouth. Fire and desire. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like videos like this, let us know. We'll do more cooking videos. And we'll see you soon. Have a great weekend, you guys.